Hello, I'm Andy, and this is a baby crocodile, or hatchling. Now, the mum crocodiles are some of the best parents in the world because they don't just look after their babies, they look after the babies of other crocodiles too. They're fantastic team players. Now, the baby crocs, they grow up in what's called a crocodile creche.
Teamwork is really important when you start out in life. How about a trip to Namibia, in Africa? The sun is peeping over the horizon, and for one young animal, that means it's time to go to work. This little meerkat pup is on lookout duty today. He's less than a year old, and it's his first time doing this very important job. Oh, where's he off to? Ah, good idea. If you climb up there, you'll be able to see much further. And with you looking out for danger, the rest of your family can safely have breakfast. Oh, maybe it wasn't such a good idea after all. Never mind. I'm sure you'll get the hang of it soon. Just be careful that branch doesn't break. Time to find a new lookout post. Uh-oh. Here comes trouble. This scary-looking character is a Cape Cobra. He's got a nasty, venomous bite. So he's a real threat to this pup and his family. But should he tackle it by himself or call for help? Ah, yes. Good choice, little meerkat. Call for help. This guy is far too tough to tackle on your own. Here come the reinforcements. A group of meerkats is called a mob. And when they all get together and work as a team, they can be a pretty formidable force. Now it's 15 meerkats against just one snake. Careful, everyone. Watch out for that venomous bite. Oh, look. He's off. Not such a tough guy after all, eh? Teamwork saves the day. Well done, young pup. Now run on home for your supper.
Whether you're a big elephant or a small mouse, every baby animal needs a drink. And Sam seems pretty thirsty. You can see that Sam's using his trunk. Now, they use their trunks to pick things up. They also use their trunks to smell and greet each other to say hello.
A trunk's just one of the ways baby animals get a drink. First, the Kalahari Desert in Africa. Up, 2, 3, 4. This lot are baby ostrich chicks. Even though they're only a few days old, they're already up and about. Impressive, eh? Here are Mum and Dad. Adult ostriches are the biggest birds in the world and the heaviest. Ostriches can't fly, which is why this lot are dashing around on the ground. Running is thirsty work, though. Especially when you live in the Kalahari Desert in Africa, one of the hottest places on Earth. And when you're as small as an ostrich chick, you need to drink every day. But how do you find water in a desert? My advice is, when in doubt, follow Mum and Dad. Are you sure you know where you're going? Searching a desert can be very hot work, and there's no shade around. Good idea. Those big wings may not be any good for flying, but they make a great sunshade for little chicks. Ostriches also have big eyes, the biggest of all land animals. It means they can spot danger a long way off. And they can spot places to drink, like this waterhole. Well done. It looks a bit busy though. Oh, you don't want to get stepped on. Especially by an elephant. Not even your mum and dad, the biggest birds in the world, could chase off this lot. But I know someone who can. It's a lioness. Thanks, Mrs. Lion. Now it's all clear for the little ones to take a dip. I'm sure that feels good. Time for that drink at last. Here we go, Sam. That's it. Hello, I'm Andy, and this is Sam. Sam is a baby elephant or calf. Now, elephants like to eat a lot of food. In fact, they can eat twice my body weight, which is loads. In the wild, they'll eat leaves and plants and trees. I'm feeding Sam here some bananas. There we go, Sam. All over the world, wild baby animals are learning what to eat and how to eat it. First stop, the Kalahari Desert in South Africa. This meerkat pup is just 2 months old, and she's about to have a very big day. She lives here in the desert with her family and friends in a big gang called a mob. They always make sure she has enough to eat, but now it's time to start catching her own food. A yummy meal for a meerkat is very different from the food you or I like to eat. First course, ants. Be careful, little meerkat. This dinner bites back. Oh, ow. Delicious. Oh, for a meerkat, that is. And if you thought that first course was strange, just look at what's for the main course. A scorpion. Our mini meerkat will have to watch out for nasty nipping claws and a painful stinging tail. It might seem a bit dangerous to you and me, but a scorpion sting doesn't hurt too much if you're a meerkat. Don't think the scorpion is very keen on being dinner, though. Whoa. Yikes! Ah. Catching your own dinner isn't so easy after all. At least when you live in a big gang, there's always someone close by to help keep an eye on you and make sure you're doing it right. There, she's done it. Well done, you. Well done. Catching your own dinner is a big step on your journey to becoming a grown-up meerkat. Maybe next time you can show these pups how to catch a scorpion. Oh. Hello, I'm Andy, and this is a baby peafowl, or chick. Now, we don't know if it's a boy or a girl yet. If it is a boy, it'll be a peacock. And if it's a girl, a peahen. I'm just about to give it its breakfast. But in the wild, it'll follow its mum around and learn what to eat. Young animals have lots of clever ways to get their breakfast. Let's go to California in North America. Many animals rely on their parents to get breakfast for them. Like this sea otter pup. She and her mum are inseparable. But they can't play all day. It's time for breakfast. In you go, Mum. Now it's Pup's turn. She's not so keen. Her pup does know how to swim, but it's much nicer getting a ride with Mum. She'll have to swim on her own if she wants to eat, because Mum needs to dive down into the seaweed to fetch food. The young pup hasn't learnt to dive yet, but she doesn't mind hanging around up here while Mum goes to rustle up some breakfast. Sea otters love to eat shellfish like crabs, mussels and snails, and all of them are covered in a hard shell. Before they can eat, Mum has to find a way to crack the shell. Pay attention now, while Mum shows you how it's done. The side of a boat makes a pretty good shell cracker. The rocks aren't bad either. Seafood. Now it's time for her pup to try. She's got the right idea, but that wood is much too soft. So Mum shows her again. You see? Oh dear. Now the pup is using a rubber tyre. Well, that's even softer than the wood. This could take a while. Never mind, you won't go hungry. Mum will keep getting breakfast until the pup has learned how to crack open shells herself. Good old Mum. We're off to Canada. Look at that. Bears. Not teddy bears, of course. Grizzly bears. Mum's got 2 young cubs. And this is their home. It's beautiful, isn't it? Some animals just eat plants. Some just like to eat meat, and some just eat fish. But grizzlies aren't fussy. They eat all of them. Today, Mum's taking her cubs on a fishing trip. Have you packed your rods yet, guys? All you need now are some fish. Mum's picked the perfect day for it because the river is full of fish. Look at them all. These are salmon. Every year they swim up the river like this to lay their eggs. Oh, it's getting pretty crowded now. Which is great for bears when they're going fishing. Grizzlies can be a bit grumpy. They like to live on their own. But when the river is so full of fish, they don't mind getting together for a meal. All along the river, there are cubs out fishing with their mums. The best way to learn is to watch how Mum does it. The water's so clear here that the fish are easy to see. It's harder to spot them by the waterfall until they jump. Fishing's much simpler. Straight into the mouth. Yummy. Right, time to see what these cubs have learnt. First, they need to find a fish. There's one. Oh, that was close. Don't give up. You can do it. Oh, it's much harder than Mum makes it look. Got it. Well done. Oh no. Slippery little things. Don't worry, there's enough for everyone. That's it. You keep practicing.
These baby animals.